We want to solve this inequality. -1 less than 1 minus 2 over x less than 1. I'm going to break this up into two separate inequalities. Basically, the first inequality comes from this one, and the second one comes over here. Now I'm going to subtract both sides by -2, and I can divide both sides by -2, and by dividing by -2 you have to flip the sign. Okay. Then I'm going to subtract the 1, so I'll have 1 over x minus 1 has to be less than 0. Let's multiply the 1 to get a common denominator, so multiply by x over x. We get 1 minus x over x is less than 0. Now let's make a number line. So we're interested where this equation is equal to 0 or undefined. So it's going to be undefined when x is 0, and it's going to equal 0 when x is 1. So at this point, we're just going to test different regions. So pick a number to the left of 0, let's say -1. Plug it in here. We have 1 minus -1 over -1. That's 2 over -1, which is -2. Basically, this is going to be negative. Pick a number between 0 and 1. Let's say a half. We have 1 minus a half divided by a half. That's going to be 1. So this is positive. Pick a number to the right of 1. Let's say 2. Plug it in. Get -1/2. So this is negative. So we're interested in our equation here being less than 0, in other words, negative. So the region that we want is over here and here. So x has to be 0, less than 0, or x has to be greater than 1. Now solving the other inequality, we had 1 minus 2x is less than 1. Subtract both sides by 1. Get -2 over x less than 0. You can divide both sides by -2 if you want and get 1 over x greater than 0. And this one should be fairly obvious because we have a positive number divided by a number has to be positive. Well, this number here obviously is forced to be positive because a positive divided by positive is positive. If it's negative, it'll be negative. But you can also do it using the number line. 1 over x is undefined at x equals 0, and it's never equal to 0. So then we would just have to test the different regions. If you pick a number less than 0, let's say -1, this will just be 1 over -1, which is -1. This region will be negative. Pick a number to the right of 0, let's say 1. 1 over 1 is 1. So obviously that's positive. We're interested when this is greater than 0. In other words, we're interested in this region here, where x is greater than 0. Now we have to put it all together. So this is one of the solutions, and this was the other solution. Let's draw this on a number line. The first one, we have x less than 0 or x greater than 1. And then the middle one, or then the other one rather, we have x greater than 0. So we're interested in finding where all these solutions overlap. If we look at the left here, there's clearly only one solution here. So this one can't be it. Between 0 and 1, there's only one of the solutions. But as you can see, to the right of 1, this is where we have more than one solution. So when x is greater than 1, they will all overlap. And that's our solution.